Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fissner, in the part 2 of the white Xbox X. As you see, it's here. You can hear that. Yes, and it's powering on. So it is working. Let's switch to the video capture before it will switch on. Okay, it's starting, so it will boot up. We can see it's working, yes. And there was a problem as well with the sync. Look, it's working, and I'll show you why there was a problem. Let me just go to this. Let us wait, and when it will boot up. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll open photos. Meanwhile, that one will boot up, so that the customer account, you can see that it is there, and I can switch it off. Still going on. Okay, no problem. I'll show you from the first photo is here, okay, and then always only those photos. I'll show you what I've done, and it's unbelievable. First time I had such thing. You know, I'm replacing TDP-158 all the time. It's not a problem. Yes, 158, 159, and other HDMI encoders in other game consoles. See, so that's the customer's account. We can switch it off. And I'm sharing the screen with you, so that you can see. This is the connector at the top of the main board when you put everything back together. This connects few things here. Actually, there are a few buttons at the bottom which I've showed you, and they are working now. But this connector just went off, and these two pins went away. I didn't use any force. I've done it in front of the customer, because when I took it off the table, customer came, I switched it on, customer was happy, but I'm saying I don't hear the fan, so maybe I didn't connect it. I remember I've connected, but maybe I'm wrong. So I quickly went out, unscrewed two screws, take it away, and then I unscrewed the metal from the top, yes, and this connector you've seen, I was using just my fingernails, nothing extraordinary, but it popped out, yes. So I've lost those two parts, and unfortunately to me I had extra job. I was trying to do flat surface, but it wasn't helping, you know, like a trace repair with proper traces. And then I just decided to use a wire actually here, so I've cleaned those, I've corrected those, I've added a wire here, first wire, yes, here is the second wire, yes, that's the second wire here. Then I've added soldering mask with UV light, yes, and then I had to deal with a connector. I was trying to get the connector from another Xbox, and when I was trying to get it, I was heating up from the bottom of the board, yes, so I'll show you maybe visually. Like, okay, do I have a main board here? Sorry, I got one S, I don't have one X here. So anyways, on the one side of the board, I've got this connector which you've seen, yes? So I was heating from the bottom because there was no components, and I couldn't heat it up well to take it out. And then when it finally came out, it ripped even more parts, like 4 or 5 parts, or 6 maybe. Those, you know, those small holes which you see 2 over there, I ripped more. So if I will be keep on wasting, you know, what's the point? So I've decided maybe I can fix this connector, you know, and that's what I've done. So I've tried to put one and then second, and I've managed to do it, to be true. You see, that's how small it is, that's how tiny this component is. You see how many parts are teared apart here? Quite a few on the second one. So yeah, I've spent too much time. You see, one is in here, Oh, no more photos? Oh, I thought I'd get more photos, but that's it, you know. So yeah, I've done it, and I can say that this is saved. Yes, this one is working. Customer is aware of that. I've said that if there will be any issues, I can either take this as a spare and repair, you know, cover the difference in between the fix and another Xbox, because you can buy them from 85 to 100 pounds on Facebook Marketplace. So I would cover the difference, and then customer can buy another one if customer would want, or yes, or what we could do is I can try to just find something, some other Xbox, clean it all inside so it won't be overheating. Even if customer would want, we could replace the hard drive with an SSD, new one with 3 years warranty, and then, you know, then put everything back together and do it this way. But customer, I said to the customer that's the worst case scenario, so the best way is to try to fix it. So I was able to do the trace damage, the trace repair, and I was able to put connector back together. I've decided not to solder it for only one reason. There are 2 screws, if you know how this works. So if you align it properly and you press it, those screws will hold. Whereas I wasn't sure if I will solder it, will that be any benefit for the customer, because those 2 screws are firm. There's no way oxidization can go in between if it's just, you know, nicely mounted and screwed together. So this is a robust solution. I wouldn't say it's not, and I don't want to solder it because of that damage. Yes, so in the worst case scenario, if customer would have to open it, yes, and this would be fragile, now we'll just open and you can close it back and open and close it back. I'm surprised why Xbox, actually Microsoft, have done it this way. They could do just small pins like this, you know, that they are going on pads, and these pads would be, you know, always the same. You can always fix pads if trace damage would be, but those would always go like that, and then you can screw that in, and that would be a robust solution. Why putting extra component to create even more problems? I don't know, I'm not Microsoft, so you need to ask them, but that's it. You see it's working. I'm super happy that I can give it back to the customer. So that's it. Thank you. If possible, let's fix them all. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.